Ladies and gentlemen, there is a power beyond what we see, a wisdom beyond what we know, and a love greater than anything we can imagine. This power is not distant, not reserved for a chosen few. It is within reach, waiting to transform our lives. It speaks through the words that have stood the test of time, words that guide, heal, and elevate. Life often feels like a relentless storm pushing us in every direction. We strive, we struggle, and sometimes we lose sight of who we truly are. But the moment we turn to the divine wisdom that has been given to us, everything begins to shift. No longer are we wandering aimlessly, carried by the winds of circumstance. Instead, we become rooted in something eternal, something unshakable. There are people who live in constant fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But fear is nothing more than a lie, a shadow that vanishes in the presence of truth. And what is the truth? It is this: you were created for a purpose. You were not meant to merely exist, but to thrive, to rise, to walk with confidence. The words of faith remind us that we are more than our past, more than our mistakes, more than our doubt. Transformation does not happen overnight. It is a process, a journey of shifting the mind, renewing the heart, and aligning the soul with a greater vision. It begins with a simple decision to believe that you are capable of more, to trust that there is a plan unfolding even when you cannot see it. Those who have achieved greatness in life were not born with more talent, more luck, or more opportunities. They simply believed in something greater than themselves and chose to walk in that faith every single day. There will be moments when the world tells you that you are not enough, that your dreams are too big, your past too heavy, your challenges too great. But what if instead of listening to those doubts, you filled your mind with words of power, words of life? What if you reminded yourself daily that you are strong, that you are chosen, that you are equipped with everything you need to succeed? Words shape our reality. Speak defeat and defeat becomes your story. Speak victory and your life will rise to meet it. This is not just about personal success. It is about something far greater. When you allow transformation to take place within you, you become a light for others. You become a living example of what is possible when faith replaces fear. You inspire those around you, not by preaching, not by demanding change, but simply by being who you are meant to be. So I challenge you today, take hold of the wisdom that has been given to you. Let it guide your thoughts, your actions, and your dreams. Step into the person you were created to be, because when you do, life will no longer feel like something happening to you. It will become something you create, something you shape, something filled with purpose, joy, and limitless possibility. The power is in your hands. The choice is yours. Transformation begins now. There is a power that transcends human understanding, a wisdom so profound that it can shift the course of any life. It is not bound by time, circumstances, or limitations. It is alive, waiting to be embraced, waiting to transform. In the chaos of life where uncertainty clouds the mind and challenges seem insurmountable, this power is the one constant that never wavers. It speaks, it guides, it strengthens, but only those who choose to listen will experience its full force. There are moments when the weight of life feels unbearable, when setbacks pile up, when dreams seem distant, when the mind is filled with doubts. It is easy to question everything, but the truth remains unchanged. There is wisdom available to navigate even the darkest storms. Imagine standing at a crossroads, one path filled with confusion and fear, the other illuminated with clarity and purpose. The difference is not in the road itself, but in the guidance you choose to follow. Those who walk in divine wisdom are not free from struggles, but they are never lost, never without direction. The most remarkable transformations in history did not happen through sheer willpower alone. They were fueled by a belief in something greater. The people who overcame the impossible, who rose from nothing, who shattered limitations, who defied the odds, were not special by birth. They simply chose to align their lives with a truth greater than themselves. They understood that divine wisdom is not just a set of words. It is a force that breathes life into those who embrace it. Think of the voices that fill the world: opinions, doubts, distractions. Every day there's a battle for the mind, a constant stream of negativity that tries to shape perception. But what if, instead of allowing that noise to take control, there was a different voice leading the way? A voice that speaks of strength when weakness threatens to take over. A voice that reminds you of your worth when the world tries to diminish it. A voice that calls you forward when fear tells you to stay still. Life is not meant to be a struggle without direction. It is meant to be a journey of growth, of faith, of stepping into the fullness of who you were created to be. The wisdom that has transformed lives for generations is the same wisdom available to you right now. It is not reserved for a select few. It is not limited by past mistakes or current challenges. It is there, waiting to be embraced, waiting to unlock the doors to a life of purpose, joy, and unshakable confidence. The choice is simple but powerful. Either remain confined by the limits of human understanding or step into a life shaped by divine wisdom. Those who choose the latter never walk in darkness, never live in fear, never remain bound by the past. Instead, they move forward with a certainty that defies explanation, a peace that withstands every storm, and a strength that turns obstacles into stepping stones. This power is real, this wisdom is available, and the moment you embrace it, everything begins to change. Fear is the great thief of destiny. It whispers lies, creates doubt, and keeps even the most capable people from stepping into the life they were meant to live. It disguises itself as logic, as caution, as realism. But at its core, fear is nothing more than a barrier between where you are and where you are meant to be. It convinces people to settle for less, to shrink when they should rise, to remain stuck when they were born to move forward. But here's the truth. Fear has no real power unless you give it permission to control you. Imagine standing at the edge of an opportunity, a dream, or a calling that has been placed in your heart. The moment you consider taking a step forward, fear appears. It reminds you of your past failures. It exaggerates the risks. It makes you believe that you are not capable, not worthy, not ready. And so, instead of stepping forward, you hesitate. Instead of moving, you stand still. This is how dreams die, not because they are impossible, but because fear convinces people to abandon them before they even try. But what if fear was just an illusion? What if, instead of holding you back, it was actually the sign that you are standing at the doorway of transformation? Every great breakthrough in life is preceded by fear. Every powerful decision, every moment of growth, every step towards something greater, it all comes with uncertainty. But those who refuse to be controlled by fear are the ones who step into the life they were created for. They don't wait for fear to disappear, they move forward despite it. There is a reason why the words of faith constantly remind us to be strong and courageous. It is because the battle against fear is universal. No one is exempt from it. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of fear, but the refusal to be ruled by it. When you align your thoughts with divine wisdom, fear loses its grip. Instead of seeing obstacles, you see opportunities. Instead of dwelling on what could go wrong, you begin to focus on what could go right. Instead of playing small, you step boldly into the life that was designed for you. Faith and fear cannot occupy the same space. The more you fill your mind with words of strength, truth, and purpose, the less room there is for doubt. Every time you replace fear with faith, you take another step toward transformation. Every time you choose to trust instead of worry, you rewrite your future. This is how lives change, not through waiting, not through wishing, but through choosing to believe that there is a greater plan at work, even when you can't see it yet. You were not created to live in fear. You were not meant to remain trapped in hesitation, constantly questioning whether you are good enough, strong enough, or ready enough. You were designed for courage, for action, for growth. The moment you silence the lies of fear and embrace the truth of who you are, your life begins to shift. The doors that once seemed closed start to open. The path that once looked impossible becomes clear. And suddenly you realize that fear was never the real enemy. It was just a test to see if you were willing to move forward anyway. Fear will always be there, but it does not have to define you. The power to transform your life has been within you all along. The only question is, will you let faith lead the way? You were not placed on this earth by accident. You are not just another person trying to survive, drifting through life without direction. You are not just another person trying to survive, drifting through. There is a reason you are here, a purpose written into your very existence. The world may try to tell you otherwise. It may try to convince you that you are just one among billions, that your life is ordinary, that you don't have anything truly special to offer. But that is a lie. From the very beginning, you were created with intention, with meaning, with a purpose that only you can fulfill. Look around at the world. Every great invention, every remarkable breakthrough, every act of kindness that has ever changed a life, and none of it happened by chance. It happened because someone realized they were meant for more. It happened because someone chose to believe in the potential they had within them. The same is true for you. Inside you, there are dreams waiting to be realized, talents waiting to be uncovered, and a calling waiting to be answered. The moment you accept that truth, everything begins to change. Too many people live their lives in doubt, constantly wondering if they are good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. They compare themselves to others, measuring their worth by someone else's success, never realizing that their own journey is completely unique. But when you align your life with divine wisdom, you begin to see yourself differently. You no longer measure your worth by the standards of the world, but by the truth of who you were created to be. You stop focusing on your limitations and start embracing your strengths. You stop worrying about what others think and start stepping boldly into your purpose. Purpose is not something you find by accident. It is something you discover when you are willing to listen. There is a voice within you, a guiding force that has been speaking to you all along, nudging you toward the life you were meant to live. It shows up in the things that excite you, in the passions that won't go away, in the moments when you feel most alive. The question is, are you willing to follow it? Are you willing to trust that you were made for something greater? Challenges will come, doubts will arise. There will be days when you question everything. But purpose is not about having all the answers. It is about trusting that you are on the right path, even when you can't see the whole picture. It is about believing that every experience, every setback, every lesson is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. Nothing is wasted. Every moment is part of a bigger plan. You don't have to wait for permission to step into your purpose. You don't have to wait for the perfect time, the perfect conditions, or the perfect version of yourself. You are already enough. You are already equipped with everything you need to begin. The only thing standing between you and the life you were created for is the decision to believe in yourself, to trust in a greater plan, and to take action. The world needs what only you can offer. There is something within you, something powerful, something extraordinary that is meant to make a difference. And the moment you embrace it, the moment you step fully into the truth of who you are, your life will transform in ways you never imagined. The question is not whether you have a purpose. The question is whether you are ready to live it. Life is full of challenges, unexpected turns, and moments that test your strength. There will be times when circumstances seem unfair, when obstacles appear too big to overcome, when the weight of the past feels too heavy to carry. In these moments, it is easy to believe that your struggles define you, that your failures dictate your future, that your dreams are out of reach. But the truth is, you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are not bound by what has happened to you. You have the power to rise, to overcome, to transform your life, not by relying on your own strength, but by trusting in something greater. The difference between those who thrive and those who struggle is not luck, it is not talent, resources, or intelligence, it is faith. Faith is the invisible force that moves mountains, that transforms the impossible into reality. It is the unshakable belief that no matter how hard life gets, there is always a way forward. It is the understanding that you are never alone, that there is a higher plan unfolding even when you cannot see it. Fear thrives in uncertainty, but faith flourishes in the unknown. When you trust in divine wisdom, you stop letting your circumstances dictate your future. You stop allowing temporary struggles to define your potential. You begin to see challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to grow, to strengthen your character, to step into the person you were created to be. Every great success story is built on faith. Faith in a vision that others couldn't see. Faith in possibilities that seemed unrealistic. Faith in a purpose that was greater than the present struggle. But faith is not just about believing, it is about acting. It is about taking the next step, even when the path is unclear. It is about choosing to move forward, even when fear tries to hold you back. It is about refusing to settle for a life dictated by limitations when you were meant to live with purpose. The most successful people in the world have one thing in common. They do not allow doubt to control them. They do not wait for the perfect conditions. They do not allow setbacks to break them. They trust in a bigger plan and take action in alignment with that belief. The world will always present reasons to worry, to hesitate, to shrink in fear, but you are not created to live in uncertainty and doubt. You were made to walk in confidence, to stand firm in the face of challenges, to pursue your purpose without fear. The moment you shift from a mindset of worry to a mindset of faith, your entire reality begins to change. The opportunities that once seemed distant become possible. The dreams that once felt unreachable come into focus. The strength you didn't know you had rises within you. You don't have to have all the answers to take the next step. You don't have to know how everything will work out. You just have to trust that as long as you keep moving forward, as long as you stay aligned with the wisdom that guides you, the right doors will open. Your circumstances do not define you. Your faith does. And when you choose to walk in faith rather than fear, you don't just transform your life, you become an unstoppable force capable of achieving more than you ever imagined. The words you speak and the thoughts you dwell on are more powerful than you realize. Every sentence you say, every belief you hold, and every thought you entertain is shaping your life in ways seen and unseen. If you constantly tell yourself that you are not good enough, not smart enough, or not worthy of success, you will unknowingly create a reality that reflects those beliefs. But if you choose to speak words of faith, strength, and possibility, you will begin to see doors open, opportunities arise, and your circumstances shift. Too often people imprison themselves with their own words. They say things like, I'll never get out of this situation, I always fail, or I don't have what it takes, and then they wonder why nothing changes. But what if instead of reinforcing limitations, you started declaring victory? What if you replaced doubt with belief? Instead of saying, I can't do this, what if you said, I am capable and I will find a way? Instead of saying, things never work out for me, what if you said, I am always being guided towards something better? The words you speak become the foundation of your future. It is not enough to simply want change. You must speak it into existence. Your words have creative power. They influence your emotions, your actions, and the way others perceive you. If you constantly talk about your struggles, you will stay stuck in them. But if you start speaking about your growth, your potential, and your faith in something greater, you will begin to see transformation. This is not just about positive thinking. It is about aligning your speech with truth, with purpose, with the power that is already within you. Think about the people who have achieved extraordinary success. They do not waste their energy on negativity. They do not speak defeat over their own lives. Instead, they focus on solutions, on possibilities, on the belief that their future is filled with opportunities. They understand that words shape reality, that mindset determines outcome, and that speaking life over themselves is the first step to achieving greatness. If you want to transform your life, start with the words you use every day. Speak about yourself as if you are already the person you want to become. Declare that you are strong, that you are capable, that you are walking in purpose. When challenges come, do not give in to fear. Speak faith over your situation. When doubts creep in, counter them with truth. Your words are like seeds, and whatever you plant will grow. If you speak defeat, you will experience defeat. But if you speak victory, you will begin to see it manifest in your life. Your mind listens to what you tell it. Your body responds to the energy you create with your words. The way you speak about your life determines the way you experience it. So choose words that build you up, that inspire action, that reinforce the truth of who you are. The transformation you seek does not start in your circumstances. It starts in your mind and your beliefs and the words you speak every single day. The moment you align your speech with faith, confidence, and purpose, you set yourself on a path to a life far greater than you ever imagined. The environment you surround yourself with plays a crucial role in shaping your life. You are not just a product of your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. You are also deeply influenced by the people you allow into your space. Every conversation you engage in, every voice you listen to, and every relationship you invest in either lifts you higher or holds you back. If you want to transform your life, you must be intentional about who and what you allow to influence you. There are people who drain your energy, who speak doubt into your dreams, who remind you of your past rather than encourage your future. They may not mean harm, but their words and actions subtly plant seeds of limitation in your mind. If you spend too much time around negativity, you will start to absorb it. If you constantly hear that success is impossible, you will begin to believe it. But when you surround yourself with people who uplift, inspire, and challenge you to grow, you start to rise. Think about the most successful and fulfilled people. They do not waste time with those who bring them down. They do not allow toxic energy to dictate their mindset. Instead, they choose relationships that empower them, that push them toward their goals, that reinforce faith rather than fear. They seek wisdom from those who have walked the path before them. They learn from those who have overcome obstacles, and they align themselves with those who believe in the power of possibility. Transformation requires you to evaluate the influences in your life. Ask yourself, are the people around me encouraging my growth or keeping me stuck? Do the conversations I have reflect faith and strength, or are they filled with doubt and limitation? Am I surrounding myself with wisdom, or am I allowing negativity to shape my mindset? These questions matter because your environment is either fueling your transformation or sabotaging it. Sometimes change means letting go. It means distancing yourself from relationships that no longer align with where you are going. It means setting boundaries with those who do not support your vision. It means seeking out mentors, role models, and communities that push you to become better. This is not about arrogance or judgment. It is about protecting your mind, your energy, and your future. You cannot afford to let the wrong voices shape your life. If you want to walk in faith, surround yourself with those who speak life. If you want to grow, align yourself with those who are committed to personal development. If you want to succeed, learn from those who have already achieved what you desire. Transformation does not happen in isolation. It happens when you place yourself in an environment that fosters growth. You have the power to choose the influences in your life. Choose wisely, because the people you surround yourself with will either propel you forward or hold you back. The moment you decide to surround yourself with wisdom, encouragement, and strength, you will begin to see transformation take place in ways you never imagined. Your habits shape your destiny. Every small decision you make, every action you take, and every routine you follow is building the future you will one day step into. The difference between those who transform their lives and those who remain stuck is not luck, talent, or external circumstances. It is the habits they choose to cultivate daily. If you want to see real change, you must align your daily actions with the life you desire. Too often, people wait for a breakthrough before they change their habits. They believe that once they feel more motivated, once the perfect opportunity arises, or once circumstances improve, they will start doing things differently. But transformation does not happen by chance. It happens by choice. You do not wake up one day as the best version of yourself. You create that version through intentional habits, repeated consistently over time. Think about the small actions that shape your day. Are they leading you toward growth, or are they keeping you stuck in old patterns? The words you speak, the content you consume, the way you spend your time, these are not just meaningless details, they are the foundation of your future. If you start your day with negativity, with distractions, with habits that drain you rather than fuel you, how can you expect to create a life filled with purpose? But when you choose to start your day with wisdom, with faith, with habits that strengthen your mind and body, you set yourself up for success before the day even begins. Success is not built on massive overnight changes. It is built on small daily decisions. The choice to read something that inspires you instead of scrolling mindlessly through negativity. The choice to speak life over yourself rather than doubt. The choice to take action even when it feels uncomfortable. Every great transformation begins with simple habits practiced consistently. If you want to transform your life, begin by transforming your daily routine. Ask yourself, what habits do I need to let go of? What habits do I need to develop? What small actions can I take today that align with the future I want? The answers to these questions will determine the direction of your life. You do not have to wait for the perfect moment to begin. You do not have to rely on motivation, which comes and goes. You simply need to commit to showing up every single day, taking small steps forward. Over time, these small steps will turn into unstoppable momentum. The person you want to become is not far away. They are simply a result of the habits you build starting today. Transformation is not about grand gestures. It is about consistency. It is about doing the right things even when no one is watching. It is about aligning your actions with your purpose even when progress feels slow. Because the truth is, you are always becoming something, either by default or by design. The choice is yours. Build the habits that build the future you desire and watch as transformation unfolds before your eyes. The journey of transformation is not just about reaching a destination. It is about growth, learning, and becoming the person you were meant to be. Along the way, there will be obstacles, moments of doubt, and challenges that test your faith. But the key to lasting change is perseverance, the unwavering commitment to keep moving forward no matter what. Those who succeed are not the ones who never face struggles, but the ones who refuse to give up when struggles arise. Too often, people start strong but lose momentum when they don't see immediate results. They allow temporary setbacks to convince them that transformation is impossible. They mistake delays for dead ends and obstacles for signs that they should quit. But real change does not happen overnight. It requires patience, resilience, and the determination to keep going, even when progress feels slow. Every great achievement, every breakthrough, every victory is the result of consistent effort over time. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't is not that one group had an easier path. It is that one group kept pushing forward while the other gave up. You will face moments of frustration. You will encounter situations that make you question if the effort is worth it. But in those moments, remember this: you were not created to live in defeat. You were meant to overcome, to grow through adversity, to turn setbacks into stepping stones. The struggles you face today are not there to break you. They are there to prepare you for something greater. When you feel like quitting, remind yourself why you started. When challenges arise, lean on faith rather than fear. When progress feels slow, trust that every step forward, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to the life you are building. The road to transformation is not always easy, but it is always worth it. Every difficulty you overcome strengthens you. Every lesson you learn shapes you. Every time you choose to persevere, you are proving to yourself that you are stronger than any obstacle in your way. Your journey is unique and no one else can walk it for you, but you have everything you need within you to succeed. You have the power to rise above circumstances, to keep going when others would quit, to build a life that reflects the purpose you were created for. The key is to never stop, to trust the process, to believe that even when you cannot see the results yet, your efforts are never wasted. Success does not belong to the most talented, the most fortunate, or the ones with the easiest path. It belongs to those who refuse to give up. It belongs to those who get back up after every setback. It belongs to those who keep going no matter how many times they have fallen, and that kind of determination is within you. Your transformation is not a question of possibility, it is a question of persistence. If you keep moving forward, if you refuse to let challenges stop you, if you stay committed to the vision placed in your heart, then nothing can stand in your way. The breakthrough you seek is already on its way to you. Just don't stop before you get there.